Yeah. All right, cool. Hey, y'all, what's up? I hope y'all having a great day today. This is actually the second video that we're filming today. I hope y'all like the second episode because we did take a lot of time in thinking about what we were going to say in the video. But anyways, y'all already know me, so I'm going to let my man introduce y'all.
Hi, my name is Lindsey. I'm from Flowood, Mississippi. That's about it. That's all about me.
But what do you do for work?
I'm in the Army, National Guard right now. I'm an 88 Mike truck driver. I drive trucks.
Heck yeah. So what's a fun fact right now is I literally just met this man like not even 30 minutes ago, right?
Probably about 30 minutes ago.
Probably just like slight 30. And I've told y'all and I promised y'all that I was going to get different people on here. So it doesn't matter who you are. If you want to come in, as long as you got a topic and you're ready to go, come on and join. But as you can tell by the title, we're going to talk about that everything happens for a reason. Obviously, we heard that a billion times. Wouldn't you say that?
Oh, yeah. I hear a lot of people say it.
You hear people say it in movies, books, like everything. Like, it's just all over the place. But I really wanted to talk about this in my personal experience because I literally got it broke up today. So the first topic on it, though, I want to talk about work. So at first, when I worked at Sonic, I was just dreaded, tired. I mean, it was just same day every day, and it was just very abusive. And then I left there, and then I went to Mac Height later on. Mac Height, I loved it. It was amazing. And then one day, I got laid off for absolutely no reason. They just were losing money. And it really hurt me because at that point at the time of my life, I needed money really badly. Like, I had nobody to help me. It was just strictly me. And then I was just like, why is this happening to me? Because all I do is work. I show up on time. I do the right things. Even doing the right things, I thought I deserved to keep my job. Later down on the road, God gave me a better opportunity, and now I work at Siemens Energy. Best job I've ever had. It's so much easier, and the pay is way better, and I'm just so grateful for it, honestly. Because when we go through these tough times, we think, why are we going through them right now? Like, why me? Why is this taking forever and so long? But then it's God's plan, and we know that from the jump. So do you have any work experience like that, man?
Let me think. Well, I've been very inconsistent with jobs lately because used to when I was back in high school, it's like my dad would make me work. I started working when I was 15, and I worked at Canova Smokehouse in Flowood, and I worked there for about a year. And then when I started going to college, it's like I would get a job, I wasn't feeling it, move on to a different job. And at some point it was like, dang, like why can't I keep a job? And then I got to the point where it's like, I feel like in life, like money is important, but it's not everything, you know what I mean? So like, it's good to work, but if it's draining you and you're not happy with what you're doing, because what's the point of getting money if you're not going to be happy, you know what I mean? So
right.
I've got to the point now where it's like, if I'm going to get a job, I'm going to make sure it suits my schedule where I can work and get money and still do what I want to do, you know what I mean? So that's the point I'm at right now.
And it's honestly okay to start off with the sucky job because that's how you learn from experience to find what you want to do in life. Because obviously if you don't know what you want to do, you can at least do something and try and know that you don't want to do it later on once you figured out that you don't want to do it. So that's good on the working topic. I just honestly want to say thank you for joining because we've been trying to get people on here and people wanted to say they want to come, but they never actually pulled through. So I really do appreciate that. All right, so now on the second topic I really want to talk about is relationships. Man, that is one of the biggest things that I really want to talk about on is because life people come and go. We know that, and unfortunately that's just how life is. But they happen for a reason. They come in for a reason, and even if it's good or bad. So I want to talk about one relationship I had. I'm not going to say her name, obviously, because I didn't ask from the jump for her permission, but we're going to call her Big O. We're not going to call her Big O. That sounds mean. We're going to call her O. See, O was actually one of my first real relationships, and unfortunately it did end bad. But one thing I really do appreciate about that is that, we grow. It helped me grow as a person as well. And the reason why I want to talk about relationships is because we ended and I thought, man, I was like, that was the one for me, and it really hurt. But then after that, I got a better job. I focused on myself more, and it helped me become a better person. And it actually let me find another person that I really enjoyed, and she did the exact same thing. We had a great time, and then unfortunately paths just went separate ways. But it helped me be better as a better person, as a better man, as a better person in general. Because each time our relationships have went on and then went off, I became a better person in general, better, with physical, mental, having a better job, meeting more people. And then we're going to talk about with me and my boy CJ. What's crazy is that both of our girlfriends broke up with us around the same time, and we've always been busy with our girlfriends, so we never had time for each other. And now we've got a whole podcast set up. So it just goes back to saying that everything happens for a reason. It might not be good in the moment, but you never know what the outcome will be later on in life. So do you have any relationship topics that you want to talk on that, my boy?
Oh, for sure. So for the topic of everything happens for a reason in relationships, so I got in my first real relationship back in like 11th grade, and it got to the point where, because like your friends will tell you, your parents will tell you, like, what's it called? Like, it's your first relationship, it won't work out. I wasn't trying to hear none of that, I'm
right.
just a high school kid, my first time getting a girlfriend or whatever. And then when I went to basic, and actually we broke up on my graduation day, I thought it couldn't get any worse.
Look, I actually got broken up with, because I had a girl in the Army, and I actually got broken up with on her graduation day.
See?
And that's the thing.
I mean, I think it kind of hits everyone similarly. Like, I thought, no, there's no way, like, it can't get better.
Right.
But then, over time, I realized it's like, it sucks getting in and out of relationships. Like, that does suck, but you learn a lot. Because over time, because in that relationship, I realized, like, dang, I could have treated her a lot better, but also learned a lot of stuff from her. Like, as much as I don't really like her, you know what I mean? I learned a lot from her.
Right, and it's no hate afterwards. That's the thing. Yeah. It's no hate at all. I mean, that's one thing I love about us humans is we can either let it affect us and just hate the person, or we can learn from it and even build a relationship that's not an actual relationship, but a friendship. It can still be a friendship. I have friends that I've dated, and we're friends still. I mean, that's just part of life. And I just want to say, if you are going through stuff like that, there's no point of having bad blood. It's so much time and energy when you can be putting that into other things to even just help each other out. And like everybody said, everything happens for a reason.
Hey, and one more thing to hit on with the relationship. One thing, the most important thing I learned for anyone like younger or just older getting in relationships, that I think my best advice I could give is, it's good to be with a person, to be there for them, but you always have to stay true to yourself and still do what you love. Because don't get in a relationship if you don't have all your stuff together. Because, like, I was talking to my boy Sam the other day, and it's like, through these past few months where it was just bad things going on in relationships, I still was the same me. I went to the gym every day. I was working. So don't ever lose that aspect of it. Make sure you're yourself, and stay true to it. So that's what I would say about it.
Because really the thing about it, too, is when you're in a relationship and y'all know each other's priorities, and y'all make sure that you still put each other's priorities, in front of the relationship, that's what makes a relationship even more beautiful and stronger, because you're working together, not just working for yourself. And because when you focus on your other person so much, it's just kind of like basically saying when you go to your job every day and you work hard, like, there's going to be days you don't want to be there. Obviously, it's your job, and especially a job that is not your career. So the fact that you have to go over there and you have to deal with that person, because in a sense you do have to deal with that person, but it depends on, if you want to stay or not. But just basically all around, though, if you really truly want to be with that person, you have to work on each other and work on each other's, careers. Put your career first, but let them know, hey, this is what I want, and if you want to join the journey, I'll help you on yours while I help on mine. But we both got to make it out in a sense. So, yeah. Is there anything you want to talk about, man?
So we said work, relationships. I guess we can bring it all together as like a whole in general, like why stuff happens and like, because I'm a firm believer in that. I'm glad that's the topic today, because I say it all the time, like when I'm with my boys, like it happens for a reason. Because this past year, I'm not going to get emotional or anything,
yeah.
Like, this past year has just been quote unquote the worst year of my life, but at the same time, it's like you go through stuff for a reason, and people say that, but they don't really explain it to you. But I'm here on the podcast, so I will, right?
All right.
So, like, it was just like, I sat back and think, like, why? But you got to stop asking why, you know what I'm saying? It's because everybody, because, dang.
No, you're good, bro. It's actually, I like how you say just stop asking why, because when we go to just even doing prayers, instead of just saying why me, be like, okay, Lord, I don't understand what's going on, and if this is what have to happen, can you please help me understand? Can you please help me work towards this to work better at it? And because when we do that, it actually opens up our mind, and then we eventually understand what we got to do. So yeah.
And I mean, even though it's hard, like, you gotta do your best to keep a positive mindset. Because,
oh yeah,
like I said, this year it took a while for me to get back on track and back happy and everything. But it was one of my worst days, like, because I deal with anxiety very bad. It's not as bad as anymore, but I was talking to my boy and I looked at him and I just had a smile on my face and he was like, "I thought you were, you know what I'm saying, having a bad day."
right.
And I was just telling him, like, it's gonna get better. If you believe it's gonna get better and you make an effort to better yourself and those around you, then it will happen. So
It's like how I posted on my Instagram, if y'all seen, or just even, I talk about it all the time. When you put in the work and manifest, it's going to happen. You have to believe in manifesting, and you have to believe in what you manifest, but it's going to happen. When you go through these tough times, it's honestly a good thing. It obviously ain't a good thing at the moment, but it helps you build your character and understand what you don't want and understand the value of things. It's like my grandpa always said, there's going to be a lot more bad days, but when you have those good days, they mean so much more because you went through all the bad.
yeah, and to touch on that, another thing is, like, it feels good when everything's going right, but you don't learn everything when everything's easy.
Right.
You don't learn, not everything, but anything. You don't learn anything when everything's easy. Those hard times, it really shows, like, who you are, what your foundation is. Yeah.
Sticks with you.
And it makes you a lot stronger on the flip side. So, I mean, obviously it sucks in the moment going through them, but if you have that mindset, like, this is for a reason, I'm going to be better at the end of it, then you're going to be fine.
Because you know the day always starts, but it's always going to end. So make the best of it. Because we don't have much time on here. We really don't. And some people have it way shorter. So it's a blessing to even just have another day.
And, you know, we brought up the military earlier. When I was at basic, it was just,
oh, man.
You know, it wasn't fun, but one thing that just kept me in a good mind space and kept me motivated was actually my bed, you know, because, I mean, it's not the best bed, but it was like no matter what happens today, at 9 o'clock at night, I'm going to lay my head down and go to sleep. No matter what I go through today, I'm going to lay my head down and go to sleep.
And they going to feed you. I know they going to feed you. Look,
3 meals a day.
3 meals a day, and a lot of people don't even get to eat in a day. So just it's just like the military. You have to go through so much heartache and go through it, but at the same time, it's going to be worth it at the end of the day, and it's going to be worth for your future. I actually like the military. I think if you can do it, go for it. That's your personal opinion on it. But the military will set you up for life. It's just kind of like with the topic today. We everything happens for a reason. All the hard stuff we got to go through, you got to go through the hard stuff to get the good stuff. That's just generally how it goes. Some things you don't have to, but the stuff that you got to go through that's hard is way more meaningful than just getting it all handed to you.
And look, the military is for everybody, okay?
Everybody.
It's for everybody. Because I have people hit me up say, like, I want to go, but I'm scared of the PT and working out part. I promise you, they obviously, I wouldn't say it's hard, but they make it to where everybody can do it. So.
And it's actually crazy because, believe it or not, I've seen so many people who went in that are either way bigger than me, way skinnier than me, and just, I mean, not in no rude sense, but you wouldn't think they would do it. And then they become a whole different person, a better person, and then they're much more healthier. They understand things. Now, I do want to talk about the military on this. Don't let it change you. They will drill in your head to, you know, see red 24/7 when you can't, but you know you're there for you. You're there for your, you know, to help others and to, you know, be a better person.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you'd like to talk about?
Oh, we got an update on the Wolves score.
Oh man, let's go ahead and check it real quick. Or I don't want to mess up on the audio, so let's check real quick. Let's check. I hope the Wolves are winning, man. My boy Ant need to get it.
Oh yeah, I need to see the Wolves in the finals. I don't care who they play. I just need to see them there.
Oh, it's neck to neck, 79-79, and it's still in the third quarter. Hopefully the Wolves win. That's just me in general. I don't know about you, my boy.
Oh, I could do a whole nother episode just about basketball, the
just
NBA.
Straight basketball.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, once again, Brad, thank you for joining. I'm gonna put his social in. Y'all make sure y'all give him a follow on all the socials I put in.
Hey guys, I'm sorry to interrupt this wonderful podcast. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jeremy, but I couldn't help but notice Jeremy said he was going to be the one to put these socials in. Jeremy, what? This is editing CJ right now. You didn't put a single one in. Anyways, back to the video.
Great person, even though I just met him. CJ told me a lot about him, and I just love meeting new people. Like we said on the last podcast, we got so much news for y'all. My boy CJ's finna buy a whole new camera that's even better than this one. We're gonna be vlogging. I've got mics coming in 2 days, so we're gonna be doing a lot of different things. And my boy Ethan, he's giving us a lot of ideas. You might see him soon. You might see him again.
This is the first of many podcasts, and not just podcasts, like other content. I'm not gonna spoil nothing.
Can't spoil too much.
But
and on the topic of not spoiling too much, I don't know if y'all follow me on TikTok, but when we got enough views and enough comments, I got my other boy in, and he gave us a snippet of his songs. So get ready for that, because he is a beautiful artist. One thing I like about this man is that not only that he can just sing, but he can actually produce something beautiful, and it doesn't say the same thing over and over. So I got to give him props on that. But anyways, I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all have a great weekend and week. Make sure to just stay positive and put a smile on someone's face, because at the end of the day, it's not just about us, not just about you. We got to, live to be better for each day for the man above. So, peace.
All my brothers spinning badger like a DVD. When it comes to competition, who the fuck is seeing me? We're not on the same page, I just see it differently. You not from out east and